What's up, geeks and gamers? My name is Drementfh, and welcome to Thorium Gaming, and it's time to hop back into the Eternal Empire, our efforts to bring the forces of order together under one banner, well, several banners, but one leadership, which is ours, Elspeth von Draken, of course, and our attempts to try and stay alive while doing so. So over the last little bit, I know we took last week off impromptu. I had to go out of town for work, which kind of sucked, but we're back now, so we're going to push through. Elspeth von Draken is going to push down and keep going through what is left of Sylvania, and then probably push up into the mountains here. We want to get the old dwarven holds as best as we can, and we may even give them back to our friends, the Dawi, if we can. And we'll see how that works out. But for right now, we don't really have much to do on our turn. We've got our two generals over here, Emperor Karl Franz and Boris Todbringer, waiting to do shit there. And up north, we have our Static Lore getting ready to take over Hergig. But we don't have much to do. We can go into the gunnery school, and we have a fair amount of schematics. That's what we're looking for. And we do have to do something to get up to the next unit. We need 3 units of Amethyst Ironsides. So let's grab 1 unit of Ironsides right now. And what we'll do is we'll go over to Elspeth, and we should, in theory, that's electric counts. There's the Amethyst units. We should be able to get 1 unit of Amethyst Ironsides into her army, which will take care of the Null Ironsides, be adding some more ranged awesomeness, but we'll have to do that next turn. We'll pop them in and see how it works. We're going to let the other nations go, and we're going to push on as quickly as we can. I want to get a lot of fighting done today. I'm recording a little bit earlier than normal, so I'm going to see if I can stretch this out a little bit. And yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Eventually, we do plan on confederating with Averland. We knew that was going to come, but now he's out there. He brought in a secondary army. We're just going to have to fall back.
I am nothing if not
We might have to wait and go up there until they spread out a little bit.
Clouds gather.
Now, Fey Enchantress wants us to join another war, which we cannot afford right now. In fact, going to war with the Fecundites was kind of not good for us. Alright, so we have tall walls, increases your vigilance, leads to an intriguing opportunity, blah blah blah. And that's a treasury of 15,000 gold. And you'll gain the opportunity to recruit Ulrika. Defeat Azag the Slaughterer in battle on the Bone Rattlers. Don't really need to do that right now. So let's see, does it take turns?
Guardian.
It doesn't take turns to recruit them.
The host of the graveyard grows.
Okay, so we got armed with the Amethyst Wind. Okay, that's cool. We got some schematics out of that, which helped us out. We're still at 677. Is there anything we can do with that? We could upgrade our handgunners again, because we need to Bajuna Bombard ability. I don't know what that actually is. Cussed Blast, Grape Shot, Penetrating Shots, more rockets, more rockets, more rockets, Field Engineers. Yeah, I'm not seeing what that actually is, but we can upgrade all of our troops, but we're going to hold off on that for right now. Bajuna Bombard, we can restock it. It's an ability that we get here, so we're going to need that anyway. We're going to need more schematics.
Rider of the
And it does automatically put that in, so we're probably going to go after Fort Oberstyre here in just a second, but let's take a look at our troops that are in the field.
Master Engineer.
Now, Talabheim, not exactly in a great position, and neither
For
is
the
Static Lore.
Empire.
We got 2 armies coming in. Talabheim has a pretty decent garrison. Is there anything that we can add
serve the Empire.
here that will give us an edge? Could get the land ship. Oh, we have the ability to get a Hellstorm rocket battery. That's got to go in Elspeth's army, I think. That's $4 grand, and we only have 3,800, so Not exactly working out well there. Let's check down here.
The nation calls. By Sigma's right.
Let's
To battle.
just clip in there and start raiding and see if we can pull him out of position.
Bring me to my
Emperor
men,
of France.
in the name of Magnus.
Now this would be pushing it a fair bit. He's got a mostly skeleton army.
The Empire.
Do we have any abilities to give him? Or any troops that we can give him that would be better? Not really. He's got 4 open slots. They got another army going up there. Let's see if we
We have
can
met before.
ask them to take... it doesn't look like we can do anything. Let's go into our diplomacy, actually, and see what we have available to us. Lorelorn, we're not too worried about. All this is kind of coming up negative. We could have Averland join a confederation with us.
By Sigma's will.
And that should be all the Imperial provinces under our control.
Now.
And I think, for right now, we're going to have to get a peace treaty with Heinrich Himmler. What we'll do is Karl Franz.
I see no other option.
We're going to send
Moving
you
on.
screaming back.
I will marshal the men to strengthen the Empire.
Boris Todbringer, we will put you in Aleheart. Herrick Ziflin, we will stop collecting income from. Not that it matters. We're still losing a lot of this to corruption. So what we can possibly do, maybe get Albert Hop Anderson. Or Daniel Lebs, maybe? Yeah, let's bring out Lebs.
Your word is
Put him in here, and we'll get him some swordsmen. We'll start building up a small army with him. A Garrison Lord,
Pioneer of
not needing
progress.
that. Static Lord is just going to hold on for right now. Alright, we'll pop the hero out here and disband him, because we don't need him.
To the provinces.
And we'll disband this army in its entirety. They have any others? Marius Leitdorf. Yes, he's got a very, very expensive army, but he's got an army that has a bunch of great swords in it, along with some archers. I think what we'll actually have to do is just hang on to him for right now. What is his Imperious? Charge bonus and leadership bonus. Okay, that's not bad. What's Marius Leitdorf look like?
praise Sigma.
Constructor. He's got Regal, so +4 control and leadership aura size. No, that's fine, and we can actually give... He is one of the elector counts, so we can do that. Let's skip that one. Skip that one. Commandments are available, and we're going to have to do some more on those. The moot is already max level, so we don't need construction. Let's go with income. And we'll just pop that on there, so it'll be good. We can afford to lose 700 right now. I don't want to upgrade anything like that. We need to do a lot of stuff. Commandment available for here. This is rank 3, so it still needs to go up. And that is only rank 2, so we need growth on Averland.
For Noun's ends.
And we'll go in and we will
Bring
fight for Fort
darkness upon our
Oberstyre.
foes.
And let's load it up and fight that battle. Should be a pretty easy battle. It's not like we're fighting Azak here, and even if we were, we beat him before. But we do now have the advantage of long-range Hawkland Longgunners and our new Amethyst Ironsides, which will be good. And the Dwarven no, those are our great cannons. So we should, in theory, just be able to blast this army apart. They're mostly goblins. It's all fine. See how it works out. Okay, so that forest is no good, but we do have some swampland here. Swampland will slow people down. If we set up over here, in theory, we should be able to have our... Put our Hawkland Longgunners over here. Elspeth can go wherever, but we want her there, and we'll put our engineer right there and take his skirmish off if he had it, and put you there. Start deployment and start the battle.
The Dark Lady of Nome. Into the winds. With darkness. Spread your wings. Shadows at my call. Doom take thee.
Alright, so we didn't get what we wanted with that spell, but we got something significantly.
All will meet all in time. To the skies! Yes! Onwards and Carmine! Into the winds!
Not much that we can do right now. We'll let the cannons do a fair bit of work.
Spread your wings! As Buna fell, I call doom upon them.
Alright, so that spell definitely caught more in it than we wanted, or more than our first one did. Our Hawkland Longgunners are making a good show of it.
They walk beneath our shadow. Onwards and Carmine!
So we've already shattered 2 of their units.
Spread your wings! By the amethyst wind!
And our engineer isn't even in range to start doing anything with his spells.
Doom take thee! They walk beneath our shadow.
A lot of orcs are dying, a lot of goblins are dying. Our Hawkland Longgunners are doing a fair amount of damage.
Onwards and Carmine!
And we don't really need to do much more than that, because we're going to take the city. 250 killed. Ow. So Elspeth killed most of them, and then our artillery and our Hawkland long rifles did the rest. Didn't even get the Amethyst Ironsides into the fight this time. That's kind of sad, but it is what it is. I'd love to be getting in and playing a little bit more of the Thrones of Decay pack. Just haven't had a chance to yet. I've been extremely busy over the last little bit. There's so many cool things that they keep bringing out, and I'm here for it. We're definitely going to occupy Fort Orbesteir.
Elspeth von Draken.
And if we upgrade this, which we can do right now,
Amethyst Magistrate.
now our engineer, because he got hurt at one point. Let's do piercing shots for right now, make his shots hit harder. And then there's Theodore Bruckner.
Arcane.
He's got his training as high as he can. We can give him hold the line, which would be good. Yes, let's give him hold the line, because that affects everybody in range of him permanently. 5 melee defense, 4 leadership. Yeah, duration. Yeah, all allies within 35 meters. So yeah, we want him to do that because he's going to be stoic for us.
Weaving weapon and magic.
Now we need what we can get on one turn. We don't have a ton of schematics yet, and it doesn't look like we can get anything good in one turn from here. Regiment is around, I'm not too worried about. We have 12 loyalty from the dwarves. The Slayer Pirates would be nice. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get anything there. Let's go over to our garrison lord up here.
The constituent elements must be strong.
Let's give him another unit of handgunners. And is there any artillery that we can get him in one turn? No, not one turn. What we should probably do, because we're going to get back into the positives pretty quick, is go into the Regiments of Renown and get her the rocket battery.
The host of the Graveyard Wolves.
And we will get you tempted. I'm very tempted to do that. Now let's get him all of that, and that should be good. We're going to lose half our money this turn, but that is fine for now. I hope it'll be fine anyway. We're not upgrading anything else. We'll let the other nations go and see how it works. If we have to break down a couple of armies or something like that, we can. But with luck, we should have the ability to push the armies that we have now. Oh, 2 nations are just gone. No, we don't want to join war there. We want to start taking over all of the orky places that were taken from us. And we might want to change out Marius Lightdorf for one of our own generals. Now I figured this was coming. We might have to fight that one out.
Pioneer of progress.
First things first.
This will bolster the nation. Move!
Let's get Boris and
Summon the
Franz
elector-counts.
moving.
Onwards!
Alright, Castle Tempelhof will be next.
I will marshal the men. Let us move.
Go to Schwarzhaben there. And we will fight this battle and see what we can do, because Elspeth's in there. If we send Marius up into the mountains, we can take over the Lower Empire with this, and then swing back around and deal with the forces of Nurgle, and then we can possibly pop down and go back to war with the Barrow Legion, which would be nice. Now, I don't expect Orks to hold this very well. But, may have to readjust at where we're storming into here. Conventional wisdom says we should go along here because we have a lot of infantry to put up, but we also have a lot of gunnery, and we want to let our artillery do as much damage as possible. So maybe a narrow focus is better. Focus? I don't know what a focus is, but we're going to go with it. Just wherever there's the least amount of towers that we can just sit there and deal with. This corner actually seems pretty good like that. So let's set our troops up like that.
Missiles will fly! The Empire endures! Great swords!
So let's push as close as we can get. Our amethyst gunners in the middle. Are they the ones with the... Yes, they're the ones with the shorter range.
Hand gunners!
We'll put our Hawkland long rifles there. Take you and put you near our artillery.
Great cannon!
Put our artillery out here, along with our hellstorms.
Gifted tinkerer!
Champion of the Countess!
Alright, so what we want is for the hellstorm rocket battery to hit some of them. Get that going. Let's let time move on a little bit.
To the skies!
And we'll let our lovely lady do some damage here. Let's drop some more good spells on them.
The graveyard rose. As Buna fell, I called doom upon them.
Alright, so let's pause real quick, and we're going to advance our forces. And then we'll speed it up a little bit. I know that our Lady of Amethyst is getting hurt. We've actually breached the walls in several places, letting our artillery do the damage.
Shadows at my call. Into the winds. By the amethyst wind.
Anyone who pops up on these walls right now is just going to get massacred. It's not doing too bad. Another breach in the walls.
Mage of death.
Might as well just speed it up for right now. I don't think this battle's going to take much out of us. And we have a fair amount of magic. Just drop that there. See how many other troops it eats up. Scrap that entire unit, essentially. You go after those trolls. Another breach in the walls. Let's just drop another spell right there, because that might just finish off everything. And just like that, we've taken over this area. Don't need to worry about fighting it out, because, well, we don't. And we might have to go fight that other battle and see about dealing with it. Festus is going to make it a pain, and we're going to take a lot of damage from the nurglite units, but we have to fight it out. We can let Franz and Boris take things back over if Static dies. In which case, we'll just create another army down near Nuln to head back over and deal with the undead. But we damaged a lot of orcs there. Elspeth got another 200 plus kills. The Hellstorm rocket batteries, yeah, we need more of those for anti-infantry. Preferably not the Regiments of Renown, because they're not as good as they seem, really. Leveling up something to gold status is better, but we're definitely going to occupy it.
Here. Elspeth von Draken.
Alright, so we got Tempelhof back.
Rider of the Dragon in Carmine.
And she leveled up. We've been using Purple Sun of Xerxes for most of it, and we want to get Honest Steel for her too, so we can get her army to be really, really fantastic. We'll be able to get Rally, and then what's the next one? We want Artillery Master for her, which will make everything very, very good. And then Taste for Battle affects Cavalry. And that affects Greatswords. So we're going to be trying to get a lot of other support skills with Elspeth, since she's got everything up here that we need. For our engineer, let's get Bandolier and give him... Actually, let's give him Survivalist to give him a little bit more armor. Bruckner did not gain a level, so that's fine. And we're going to lose a bit of money next term, probably. Let's see if we can deal
Master Engineer.
Saying it's a valiant defeat. But we might be able to pull that into a win. If we can do enough damage to them before their reinforcements arrive, we'll be sitting pretty. And we have the cavalry, so we might be able to. I think the... Yes, they've got Vanguard. Do they have Vanguard? No, they don't have Vanguard for miners. But we'll see. I'm interested to see what these land ships are going to be like. It's one of the few things that I haven't been able to play around with yet. I mean, we could probably take on some of this stuff, at least. We're going to have to push hard, so we're going to set up real close and try to push into Festus's army before his reinforcements get on the field. And then blast his reinforcements as they get on with some of our gunners and everything. Even if we lose this army, lose the city, we've got Boris and Franz coming up to deal with it, and it'll cut our costs down. Losing is not that bad here. It really isn't, which kind of sucks. Because overall, I'd like to win. Upgraded crew gun. Yeah. Alright, so we've got a lot of forces here. So we want these guys through to those guys. No, we don't want to shift click there. We want to control click. There we go. That's better. That's our first group. Then we want our archers in a second group with their skirmish off. Then we want all of our gunners take skirmish off. All of our knights. It's fine. Alright, let's get our archers a little bit closer. Our gunners up here. All of our cavalry over here, because we're going to want to hit these guys as quickly as we can. Now Now there's the land ship.
The sun will set against a red sky this night.
So it is a war machine. Pretty decent. We'll have to see how it works out.
Armed with knowledge. For the Emperor!
Let the vengeance begin!
Alright. Start and immediately pause. Let's get our cavalry moving. Our land ship's already firing. Let's get our infantry moving forward as quickly as we can. So we don't care about the dwarves at all, which is kind of sad.
You are all consummate warriors of the Empire. And I feel a knowledge our victory is certain. The Empire endures! Ready!
Got a minute and a half before they get into the fight.
Await your orders!
So let's send one unit of knights there. One unit after those Forsaken, and one after those Chaos Warhounds.
Awaiting orders! Halberdiers! For the twin-tailed comet! Great march! Quickly! Now! Firearms loaded! I've been waiting to test this! Sigmar commands!
Drive the Orks!
Halberdiers!
Alright, if we send those Halberdiers to deal with those Plague Bearers.
We serve France! Ranged weapons ready!
Alright, so the land ships don't look too bad, all things considered.
Sir! Halberdiers! The Empire endures!
Alright, the enemy reinforcements are starting to arrive.
The Empire endures!
Means we need to crush the rest of this.
Handgunners! At speed! Get there quickly! At speed! For the Warhammer!
We may yet survive this. Killing Festus the Leech Lord is probably the best way to do this.
Handgunners! Sigma! Adjusting elevation! Halberdiers!
We demand blood
Halberdiers!
for the High King!
Crossbows ready, General! Shoot them!
Really comes down to if we can knock out Festus. There we go. We knocked him out.
Charge! For France! Your command! Swordsman! Attack! To battle! No lingering! Yes, sir!
Battle could still swing either way.
For Heldenhammer! War! Sir!
At the very least, we put
Taking position!
Festus into a bad position.
Calculating distance. Behold my latest creation. The Empire endures. Understood. Ready for war. By Ulrich's wrath. Formation, march. Go, quick march. The ground quakes. For France. Sigmar commands.
Let's see if we can knock some of these out. Our gunners are doing a fair bit of work here.
Sigmar preserve us. Hand gunners.
If we wipe out whole units, that would be better. Okay, they're broken.
In range. The Empire endures. Now! General! Yes, sir! My orders stand! War!
We're not doing too bad.
Hand gunners! Shoot them! Withdraw!
Really comes down to if we can do enough damage to get rid of the rest of this army.
Sigmar, preserve us! Fire! Fire! State troops ready! Get them! Halberdiers! Now! General!
Looks like we've broken them.
We are Sigmar's heirs!
Let's let our ranged units do a little bit more damage before we do anything else. And then we'll end the battle. A Pyrrhic victory. But you know what? Considering it was going to give us a valiant defeat, that doesn't seem to sit too badly with me. We lost a lot of troops, about half of our forces. They lost significantly more percentage-wise. That frees up Franz and Boris Todbringer to do some other stuff. Still win this. Hopefully it breaks the siege and puts us in the positive for money, but it may not. Let's take the treasury for right now.
That we are unmerciful.
Now I'll bring Franz and everyone else up to take care of this.
Master engineer.
Because the enchanted item is the last thing that we need for these guys. Let's go to his skills real quick. More ammunition for the Lord's army. Piercing shots for him. That'll
Rearm
do good.
and remodel.
And this guy right here, our little Daniel Frankenfurter, will get better armor and harder to hit, making him just tough.
Your word is my command.
Okay, so they don't actually have anything up there right now. They moved all their forces this way. Probably at war over there.
I am Prince and Emperor.
Alright, so that's that.
Elspeth von
We can
Draken.
swing up and take Eschen and then Castle Drakenhof.
Yes, my lord.
So if we go over to the other nations and let them go through, that should do us pretty good. Might as well go into Daniel Leb's to give him some weapons and armor too. The Bone Rattlers are kind of being beaten down, which is good.
Bring me law and lost wisdom.
Yeah, we will take a trade agreement with Taliesin. That is definitely something that we want. Especially with how our Imperial authority is starting to go up more and more. War Fervor is something we're going to need better. Supervisor there.
What does the Emperor bid? Into battle.
So we're going to tell you to go there. Elspeth's forces have got a new level. So let's get him another point in full plate armor, because that'll help. We'll move Elspeth to take Eschen. Is the garrison there? Not good. And Castle Drakenhof is Schwarzhofen and Eschen. So yes, we definitely need to take Eschen. We've got a big army there. Go in and we'll beat this one real quick. We might go a little bit longer than usual today. We've got so much fighting to do. I think this is the map that has all the swamp fields on it. Where it's all swampy in general, so we can just sit back and let our artillery and our Hawkland long gunners do some major work. Yes, it's all swamp. We don't even need to let them get close. So what we'll do is set up here like this. Just like we did last time. I want skirmish mode on. We want them to maybe get into the fight this time. Put you over here. Put our great cannons there where they can do a lot of damage. Our Hellstorm rocket battery and our engineer in the middle.
Wizardess of Nuln. They walk beneath our shadow. Dark magics I bring from the shores of death. You should fear me, my friends, but not half as much as the enemy will.
Those Wolf Riders got just tooled. We'll get Elspeth in here to do some more damage with her dragon.
All will meet more in time.
And just like that, we have taken Eschen. And then we can go on to Castle Drakenhof and get her done. Elspeth, the Hellstorm, and the artillery is doing really good over here. Maybe we'll look into getting some more schematics laid out so we can get some more Amethyst Ironsides in her army. Maybe trade out some of these other Ironsides that are slightly longer range. We'll keep the Hawkland Long Gunners for their sniping ability. Should give us enough schematics, though. We're doing pretty good. So once all that's done, we can collapse our armies down to deal with...
Let us take it.
Alright, the Griffin Banner. -4 leadership for anything that fights it.
Elspeth von Draken.
No levels were gained there.
Amethyst.
Eschen and Schwarzhofen are doing alright.
To strengthen the Empire.
Send Boris back to his own city.
I command
I will
here.
send Franz towards Mittenstag. So that'll put him in range for reinforcements if we gotta go after Chant Void Spawn.
Master Engineer.
And our Master Engineer is going to just sit there and be himself. Get him more missile
Small but
resistance.
substantial modifications. My inventions serve the Empire.
Lebs can't do much right now because his army is just forming.
Champion of the faith.
Let's go in and let's give him the Beast Slayer, Drakenwall Rune Fang. What can we got? What do we got for armor? Nothing for armor. A Dragonbane Gem. Potion of Healing. Then for his ancillaries, let's give him the Griffin Banner. An Apprentice Wizard. And a Zealot. Steel Standard. And a Razor Standard. Cool. That sets us up pretty good. Okay, so he is all set. We don't have the ability to give him any heroes or anything, but we're still losing money. Probably going to be just dealing with uprisings, which doesn't help us out that much. Let the other nations go. We're going to go a little bit longer, because I did miss last week. We've been missing a fair bit in the last, like, 2-3 months, so I kind of want to get a little bit more in today, and since I started recording earlier, I don't have to be out of here as early, so let's just do a little bit more, see what happens. Go into our diplomacy next turn and make sure that we're getting on board with more of these allies. Blackstone Post is kind of worrying me, but if we can decorrupt this area, not corrupt, well, anti-corrupt, corrupt with uncorrupt.
Future, present, past.
Alright, they've ended their trade agreement. Alright, firing drills, recruitment rank, and reload time for artillery.
Servant of
You're
the
just
faith.
going to get some more archers because you can. Let's go in here. We do want to get refined schematics. That'll help us out big time. Yeah, we'll do that.
Knowledge is crucial for our elucidation.
To strengthen the Empire. I am France. They will obey.
Alright, so we got a couple of things we're going to do
It
here.
is time. What?
Boris, you're going to go here.
Who called?
Colonize the Krudenwald. So we need more cities under our belt. That actually leveled you
I
up.
will marshal the band.
And Honest Steel is where we're going to go for you right now. And the Emperor's Finest, because you're going to have mostly infantry and other things. Actually, thought we were going to do something a little different. We will... For right now, let's just... It's tough to pick sometimes. I'll get him full plate armor, because that works. Now, Franz. We're going to get you to
No peace. Just
take
war.
Hergig. Which, I mean, we're going to get you to
And
encircle
I
Hergig.
will fight with you.
Expert in innovation.
So that Lore can pop out
Wherever my craft is
in a
needed.
camp stance.
Sigmar guides us forth. Grand inventor.
And we actually want you down next to
Wisdom is
Franz.
not
So we'll take
widespread,
that in
I
a second.
see.
Elspeth von Draken. Let's get you
grave task.
assaulting Castle Drachenhof. I don't know why that came off of our engineer, but
Their
continue siege for
end
just a
is
second.
inevitable.
Yes, I know we've got lots of
I protect the Empire, either side of the grave.
Yes, my lord.
and we'll take care of Dromar. Alright, so we got some fights to do. Let's do Lightdorf's first, because then we can dismantle his army. See how this fight goes, because this isn't one of our standard armies, but... Alright, so we've got
We are Sigmar's heir.
great swords and swordsmen. Split them up.
We are Sigmar's heir.
Alright, let's get set here with our archers behind. Alright, Slightdorf, and you can go up front, and our cavalry can go there.
Go!
Victory will be ours.
Soldiers of the Empire.
Alright, looks like we're gonna have to advance and deal with them ourselves. Alright, I don't think we're gonna have to do too much here to deal with them. Losing the cavalry is not the biggest thing in the world. That's another city under our belt. We can pare that army down and take the great swords and stuff over to Elspeth. Come on, let's go through the load screen. There we go. Bam. And we'll occupy it.
Yes, my lord.
Let's actually just get rid of the knights there. I don't need them. This recruitment cost is down anyway. And for your
the
hero, let's get the second
provinces.
point in training.
The Empire.
Might need help at Zufbar. It's not bad there. Let's go in and take Castle Drakenhof. Again, this is one of those situations, if we set up on the corner with all of our artillery, we'll set up down. Yes, let's point at the screen. We'll set up down here and see if we can get all the orcs to get in range just to be shot. It didn't take too long last time. I mean, they still have the 2 units of trolls here. That could be bad, but it's not the end of the world. And this should reclaim Sylvania for us.
Great swords.
Move as one!
Hand gunners. Our weapons are yours. Don't misfire.
Yeah, there's towers over here that we may have to deal with. Or did they take away all the external towers? Huh. Guess it's based on
Great swords.
the level of the city now, maybe? So I think we're just going to go in here and get as close as we can.
Cannon.
Ready ammunition!
Tighten headsman.
Let's see if we get lucky on the channel. Yep, we did. And let's start the battle.
Wizardess of Nuln. The enemy feels themselves indestructible. None will disabuse them of this falsehood. To the skies!
Excuse me. Let's just drop a bunch of damage on them. Ah, there's fort towers there.
We are ready.
Onwards, in Carmine!
Finding range, sir.
Alright, now that we don't have anything on the walls to deal with, we have no enemy range really coming at us. Let's move everybody up and see if we can start shooting them off the walls. And the walls are breached. Alright, looks like the doors are open. And let's just let our artillery and everything go at it. They actually decided to come out through the breach and continue to get shot. Excuse me. They should be breaking here any second. And just like that, decisive victory in our favor. That should be the reclamation of all we lost to the Bone Rattlers. Ooh, our Hellstorm rocket battery took some damage. That's unfortunate. But with all of Sylvania under our control again, should give us a much firmer grasp on the area. We should be able to take on a lot of things. Just wondering how the Hellstorm rocket battery took so much damage. Must have been the towers.
The Empire expands. Elspeth von
Southern
Draken.
Sylvania, we want the growth, and we want to increase the money we're making. So we don't get a unique building for here, just the gold. I also want to start creating some more cash flow. Elspeth, let's get her rally. Our master engineer can't get increased mobility just yet. So let's go piercing shots. Mr. Bruckner can't get the third point of
Lady
training
of
just
Nome.
yet, so let's get him Sigmar's ward so he's not easy to be shot. How are we looking on diplomacy? Is there any quick deals that we can make? I hate doing it because they're not exactly the greatest in the world. Where are the followers of Nagash? All the way down there? You're at war with the Fecundites? Yeah. Yeah, it's not really worth it. We're going to take you over eventually here. Chrome, we're almost up to an alliance with, and we can get a military alliance with Sarsason. Fecundites we can deal with there. And we're only losing 306 a turn. But we're going to go a little bit longer here, and we are going to take this city as well. And hopefully that puts us back in the plus. Now, Franz's army should do fine, and with the allies that we've got coming in, they've got a lot of stuff, but we have some artillery and a special Great Can. We got the special Reichsguard Knights. This, in theory, should go just fine,
My rule is absolute.
but we've also seen how well my theories go.
Weapons are yours.
So the Zintger's Reichsguard. Alright, let's get set up properly. Set like this. With our Hochland long rifles there. And we're going to use our knights to come down on the flank. Handgunners in the center.
My subjects call.
The Hammer of Witches. Yes, because our Amethyst Wizard does not have some good stuff yet. Okay, it looks like they want to be silly and bring their cavalry out here.
Move in now! My comrades! Get that quickly!
See if we can get our Amethyst Wizard a little bit of experience here.
Engineer.
Reichsguard Knights!
Master of Shaish. Death's foreseen.
Prepare for combat.
Let Karl Franz do a little bit with that Warhammer of his.
Blow deathly winds.
Ready for war.
Death comes.
Ready for war. Sigma!
And our reinforcements have arrived. Don't know if we'll actually need them or not. fact, I very much doubt we're going to need them. That should be another capital city back under our control. We lost 8 knights, probably. And did a ton of damage. The one cannon we have didn't do too much, but our front line of infantry did. So we'll have to just, you know, suck it up and go with it. Definitely need to get some more Hellblaster rocket batteries, because they're doing so much damage in the other armies. Even the Regiment of Renown would be great. If we can knock out the Chaos Champions in this area... Alright, so we got a new rank for
Bring me to my
Franz. And we're making money.
I command here.
Not a lot, but we are making money. Heroic Knightly Band will help us out for Franz. Our Amethyst Wizard, we can get Life Leeching, because that'll help out there. This Engineer, we can get Survivalist and increase mobility. Help Franz's army out.
Master Engineer.
Then we can deal with the Fecundites pretty quick here. That should be the last of the stuff they have to do. And we do have the commandment for her gig. Plus 20 growth. And we do have the chapter house here that we can build eventually. I think we'll just let the other nations go, set up for our next turn, and then we'll start fresh next week when we get into things. Just want to see how these enemies sort themselves out. Because defeating the Fecundites would give us a much needed reprieve, and we can go back and deal with the undead in the Bretonnian areas. Now, if we take all 3 of these armies and smash the Fecundites, we should be good. Alright, so that's probably going to do it for this week, guys. If you liked the video, please consider hitting that like button. If you'd like to join up with the 232, join me in this or other Let's Plays, just hit that subscribe button. Make sure you turn your notifications on so you don't miss when a new video comes out. And remember, guys, life is a game, so play to win. And until next time, take care.